Our guys played with a lot of heart there. You know, we were really flat. It's hard to not give in when you're not shooting the ball well and you're not scoring. And we went through a stretch of that first half. We simply weren't scoring. You know, I told the guys in the locker room that if you're a high character person, when things don't go your way, you still have an ability to persevere. You don't ever quit. And I think that's very important. You know, it's a life lesson, obviously. But in basketball, what you find out is players have put in a lot and have something about them. When things don't go their way, they're able to stay the course. All these teams, if you can stay the course when things are going their way, right? Everyone can stay the course when things are going their way. But what happens when it's almost embarrassing out there for you? Can you keep going? And you saw our guys play with a lot of heart, a lot of heart, and a lot of guts in that game, because that's what it took. It took guys in that game not being afraid to lose. And once we got it rolling, it was awesome. We won the game, though. Sure, we scored a lot there, and we were able to get the ball inside and take advantage of mismatch, but we did a better job of guarding those guys. Our guys really did a great job at halftime with some of the adjustments we made, and it was great. Play from some of our players, Jermaine Marshall, Logan Dye, A.J. Staten, Bubba's big free throws, Jaron Riley. I thought those guys played fantastic in that game, particularly down the stretch. So we had to have every small advantage we could, whether it was a steal on the press, whether it was a rebound, and then we had to have massive perseverance. Right in that game, we get a stop. Oh, and by the way, we missed a free throw rebound, right? So we had to come back and play pretty good defense. I want to say this. This is the advantage of playing in the Pete Hanna Center with our fans and our students. In the middle of Step Sing, where we don't have everybody, do you think those fans made up for 1 point? Absolutely. They can have such an impact on what we're doing. That's why they're such a big part of our team. And so that was what I would say would be our fans. They didn't quit either. When we were down 19, you didn't see the fans, our students, leaving. They stayed, they fought with us, and we all fought together to come out of there with another close SoCon win. Doesn't get easier. We'll keep going.
With down here at the end of the game, you have, Bubba's your smallest guy in the court. He rips one rebound away on this end and then gets the offensive rebound foul down the other end. What does that say about him and your team, to have your smallest guy making plays like that?
Yeah. Bubba will do whatever you need to win. He's not I call him a social media guy. He's not an attention seeker. If I told Bubba, I need you to just be a great defender the rest of the season, don't shoot a shot, he would do it. We don't need that. We need him to shoot because he's a good player. But that's who he is. And he's a veteran. He's been in these games. We went to the line. I didn't even look. I knew those were automatic. I'm just worrying about how we're going to stop them. What a good team they are, too. That's a player in Jake Stevens that you're going to see playing professionally somewhere, that's for sure. But I thought Logan Dye did a great job tonight. Logan Dye, the good part about Logan is every game he plays in, he thinks he's the best player on the floor, and that's what makes him good. Sometimes most of the time his greatest strength. Sometimes it can be his weakness. He'll bomb a couple shots maybe we could get a little better on. But, man, I'm happy for our guys, and I'm happy for our whole team, which includes all our fans.
And on their last shot, when they get up, they have 5 seconds to bring it up. It seemed like A.J. did a great job of slowing down the ball. Little things like that don't show up in a box score,
We went zone. They were late. We thought they would go to the basket. We thought it'd give us a better chance to find Big Jake. It's hard to stop a 7-footer from getting a 3 off. That was a good play by them and their point guard to find him, to have the patience to find him. We're just holding our breath there that he missed that. I will say this. I thought that's a good team. I think their last 2 shots both came up short. I have to go back and look. I will say our guys, maybe the guys that weren't starters that came in there and just played really hard in the full court, it has its impact more than people know. It has its impact more than people know, where our guys are fresh and we just want to keep leaning. We just want to keep leaning. And so it's easy to talk about the stars, but even the guys that came in that bench and just gave maybe, 4 or 5 minutes and held it down, sometimes that's the difference. But a high-level basketball game right there.
You kind of touched on it earlier, but how hard is it to play the game and not play the score? It's like you touched on it earlier, but how difficult is that?
Well, we told our guys, don't even look at the scoreboard, keep playing. All right, we'll win this game if it's a single-digit game under 5 minutes on the clock. So when we're down 19 or we're down whatever we're on the first half, we cut it to single digits there with like 8:30 or something, or like five or something. just happened really quick. And I was talking about in the huddle, hey man, I was upset with that there. Now it won't even be as good a comeback. Let's try to push this out. And that's going to be our mindset. So our mindset is always when things aren't going our way, this is our chance, and it's a tremendous opportunity to do something really special. So that's how you got to kind of look at it. When things don't go your way, you can't look at it like, oh, poor me, poor us. You got to look at it like this is a tremendous opportunity in the face of a lot of adversity to do something really special. And so when we are down 19, our message is now is our great opportunity to do something that we'll always remember. And the things you remember aren't when everything goes your way, right? We know that. Things that everyone remembers, and this is why fans can resonate with sports so well, because they see a situation in a sporting event where things aren't going someone's way, and they rise up and they overcome. And that's why sports are so watched, right? Because everyone in their life has things that they have to overcome. And so that's why sports is an inspiration. I'm not saying the Samford basketball team is an inspiration to the world, but what I am saying is that's what makes sports so unique. And that was a great opportunity for our guys to do something that I promise you they'll remember that comeback forever. And I'll say this, the fans will remember that. And that was inspiring. That was inspiring to everybody to see that comeback.
What kind of growth did you see out of your team tonight? You mentioned it, you had to win the mismatches, you played better in the second half defensively, but even the last 2 minutes, just like the aggressiveness but kind of composure your guys had to play with to win every play to get it back down on your end. I mean, when you're looking at the season and you're taking that little part of the game, what do you see in the team's growth? Yeah,
so when we got back and caught the game when it was tied, what you see most of the time with teams, they have just an incredible comeback. They come back, they tie it up, and they eventually fall. It happens about 90% of the time. There's a stat on this. Why does that happen? Why, when a team is down by 1 at halftime, are their percentages so much higher to win a basketball game than they're up by 1? That's a stat. Because the mindset in halftime is, we're down, we got to come out and play like we got nothing to lose. We got to make something happen. This is something we remind our guys of a lot. So when we came back and we did tie that game, or we did take the lead, it's not let's hang on and it's going to happen for us. It's we have to keep attacking. We have to make play after play after play to win this game. The great part about our team and our season is we have learned from times where we have learned our lessons from earlier times in the year. We played La Tech. We got down by about 16, 17 in the game here. They're a great basketball team, great defense. Came all the way back in the game, okay? We're down 6-7. At halftime, it was like a tie game, or we're down a couple, maybe we're up by a couple. I can't remember. But then we came out the second half like, okay, now we just hang on. They get back up by 15 to 16 immediately. We came back, we lose by 3. So we're able to reference that and say, hey, y'all remember when this happened? We played La Tech, we came storming back, and then we tried to hang on, and they just ran away with it? That can't happen. And so that's a great example of learning your lessons in what I call practice. I've always called the non-conference practice. This is the real show. It's conference play. And so we've learned our lessons in practice. So that was good to see. I don't want to negate their great play. Like, that's a great basketball team with a incredible player, incredible shooters, great coaching, very well organized team. So it's what makes the SoCon so great. It's just great basketball to watch. You know, so many different styles. You'll play one team and they're going to shoot. They lead the country in three-pointer shot per game. I think we're 12. Okay. And then you'll play another team like a Greensboro that is just the most physical SEC type team. And you'll come back the next night and it'll be a mix of both. And so that's what makes it so unique. And it's what makes it a great league.